Hello, 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 my tea drops and my tea sippers. How are y'all doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing? Guys, I'm like, okay, can I do two lives? I said, yep, I gotta do two lives. I already scheduled it. But we're gonna have some fun tonight. So we're gonna be talking about Claressa Shields. She wants all the smoke with the content creators, the ESPN boxers. She want all the smoke. Claressa Shields said that don't nobody look better than her. Don't nobody got more money than her. Don't nobody get paid to box more than her. Everything. She said she's sick of these content creators. They ugly. They broke. They jealous of her and Pat. She said She said her and Pap having a baby next year. I thought it was this year, but she said they're having a baby next year. They're gonna start their family next year. Now, do I think Pap? Now, do I think Pap is gonna give her a baby? I don't know. Nowadays, people are doing anything for money, but he know Claressa ain't stable. He would have to end up taking that baby because if they break up, I don't think she'll be able to take him. And they ain't getting married because Remy ain't gonna divorce him or he ain't gonna divorce Remy. Now allegedly he's a holdup with the divorce, and I think the reason he's doing that because he don't want to have to, he don't want to marry her. His thing could be, I can't get married. I'm already married, and Remy don't have to give him no divorce if she don't want to, and he don't have to give Remy no divorce. Just saying. So the same thing with Lotto. I don't think 21 Savage wife want to give him a divorce. So both of them are pregnant by a married man. That can anytime go back home to their wife and kids. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anytime. And I wouldn't want no child born in that family. That's my personal opinion. I would not. Because they family is unhinged to me. I'm just saying they are unhinged people. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk um about these different places that are having wildfire, they're underwater. News people ain't talking about it. And I'm trying to figure out why. And then we're gonna talk about y'all president. How is it that the ICE is getting paid for working up there at the airport, but the TSA workers aren't getting paid? How is that right? How is that fair? Now, I think that Congress should do something where they can pay the TSAs. Now, if y'all want to still, for the other stuff, strike or whatever y'all know, that's fine. But y'all should pay them TSA workers. Every time the TSA workers don't have pay, there be some type of accident, something going on. So I don't know what is that. I don't know if they frustrated or what, but this is what happens, and that's why you ain't got to worry about me. I'm gonna stay out y'all ear. You ain't got to worry about it. Them lines. Mm-mm. And then you know how you can get like if your leg or broke or something like that, they will give you special treatment, put you in a wheelchair. Somebody would you up to the airport. No, ma'am, they ain't doing that no more. Even if you got TSA pre-check, that ain't working either. So it don't matter. You're still gonna be in a long ass line. Just saying. So we're going to talk about that. We're talking about Tina Knowles Gumbo. And what else are we talking about tonight? Oh, the scene with Yandy and Sierra on Love and Hip Hop. And then allegedly, Sierra's husband wants a divorce. So if she gets a divorce, it's going to be her third divorce. Third divorce and 4 engagements. Third divorce and 4 engagements. Now, they saying that Sierra on the pills. They saying. That's what allegedly is being said. And I think her husband don't want to put up with her no more. I think he even tried to help her, and I don't think she's listening. But that's the word on the cover. So, where are we at? 6 minutes and almost 7 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Linda, for coming over here and getting the channel together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fair Act use of 1976 is in the chat. Everything is alleged and in my very own opinion. You can support the channel by the way of a super sticker, super chat, whichever way you want to do it. Also, you can become a member for $2.99 a month or gift memberships out. Subscribe to both channels. Drop the T 2.0 and drop the T1. We do have a goal that we do every night. Let's see here. Like, comment, and subscribe and hype the video up. Hit the like button on your way in. People in the bushes, hit the like button. Hello, Deborah, my T Simper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Linnell. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Aries, my T Simper. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Proud Mimi, my T Simper and Mod. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jacqueline. Let's see. Hello, Charnel, Monet, my Mod and my T Simper. What else? Who else? Yeah, welcome to the Tea Cafe. Let's see here. You said this child is so delusional, she needs a 72-hour hold immediately. You're right about that, Proud Mimi. So maybe Cap told her she couldn't have the baby this year, y'all, because she got to fulfill those contracts. But I don't think no 50-year-old man won't no baby, but I could be wrong. Hello, Carolyn, my T Sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I very much appreciate it. Hi, Time to Twist. Hello, Tater Bold. Hello, Angela. You said, and I'm sure ICE get paid 3 times more than TSA workers when they used to get paid. Yep, they sure do. They've been calling off of work because they can't afford gas to get to work. Now, gas here in Wisconsin just for regular is $3.50. Hello, Black Dial. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Donna Scott, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, so every time they go on strike and these TSAs don't get paid, it's like they don't be going to do their job, because that I'm just not understanding that plane and that fire truck collided. I don't understand that. I don't understand why the fire truck didn't get out the way. I don't understand that. When they seen that plane coming, they should have took off to the another way, and then once the train got landed, then they come back. And they were telling the fire truck to move, but I don't know. Or maybe the The fire truck should have waited until the plane landed and then come out. It was a black lady on the plane. She's telling her what happened. So they can sue the airplane. They can sue them. They know it or not, they sure can. All right, guys, let's get into it. Thank you all so much for coming to my live. Make sure you're liking the video, hyping up the video, sharing the video. We're trying to grow over here. We're trying to get to that 4,000 subscribers. We're halfway there. But we got to keep pushing. Hello, Audrey. But, baby, we got to get into those airplanes. Those airport employees are overworked. Yes. But we got to get into now, would y'all be up for now? We're going to get into Claressa Shields, guys. But hypothetically thinking, would y'all be up for a Cardi B and Minaj collab? If they can get it together, would y'all want Cardi B and Nicki Minaj to squash their beef? Let me know in the chat, because that's what they saying, that supposedly that's what was supposed to happen. And things took a turn. So let's take a look here. And they say Jay-Z tired of social media heat. He said the beefing has gone too far, guys. Hello, Jonetta Speak, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. But he was trying to do a collab with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So let's get into it.
That Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef should either. This new school social media is kicking Jay-Z and others' ass. We're back in the day, as long as you had the radio stations in control, Hot 97, 105.1, then you can control the narrative. Nowadays, we can go and investigate and research on our own and come here and say allegedly and give our opinion. And they can't contain it. So it's not fun when the rabbit got the you understand what I'm saying? That's what's going on. It's not fun anymore. Jay-Z is the man that literally wrote songs about leaving prophylactics on Nas's child's baby seat. And he's been friends with men like Pusha T, who have been battling Drake for years. So I personally think that Jay-Z is affected because he is a father now, and his daughter is a teenager. And just like Kanye is coming back and apologizing, is because their children are being affected by the news media that's out here. Well, it looks like Jay-Z is tired of the heat in these social media streets, because the famous rapper is now saying that he does not think that battling needs to be a part of rap culture, which is crazy because battling has been a part of rap culture since day one. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Has this man lost his mind anyway? And he's saying it's because the beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake has went way too far, including these stand wars. And I'm sorry, I call bullshit, because Kendrick and Drake's beef was nothing compared to Tupac and Biggie's beef. Literally, we don't have Tupac and Biggie here with us anymore. And if that didn't motivate us to stop battling in hip hop, I don't think that Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef should either. This new school social media is kicking Jay-Z and others' ass. We're back in the day, as long as you had the radio station in control, Hot 97, 105.1, then you can control.
So, I'll pause it there. Do you think battling has went too far? Now, Jay-Z, was it Jay-Z and Nas? Yeah, they had a battle. But I don't think it got out of hand like Tupac and Kendrick them. I don't think it got out of hand like that. So maybe that's why he's saying it. It didn't get out of hand like that. But there has been beef in rap forever. So I don't know I don't know what he talking about or what have you, but there's always been rappers beefing with each other. They do that for more clicks and views or more play or whatever. But some of us take it too far, and I can agree with that. Where people are getting unalived. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all think that rap beef they taking things too far? Let me know in the chat. Would y'all be up for Nicki Minaj and Cardi B collab? Would y'all be up for that? Nicki Minaj and Cardi B squashing their beef. Would y'all be up for that? So let's see.
Jay-Z want Nicki Minaj and Cardi B to make up because in this last interview, when he's talking about battles, he's saying that battling is going way too far, including these stand wars. And rather than people battle, they should collaborate on an album and battle it out that way. And if you guys remember last year when Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got into that online beef, Nicki Minaj tweeted out that Cardi B's team and others were trying to encourage her to go on a co-tour, work together, collaborate, and that they actually had flown all the way to LA to meet with her. And if you remember, with all the back and forth between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, Cardi never said that that didn't happen. Cardi never denied that that happened. So do you believe that Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, who knows if Jay-Z was behind it, that, you know, they were trying to bring the two of them back together to work together? When I heard them mention working collaboratively in this interview, it automatically made me remember what Nicki said about people desiring, trying to get her and Cardi to come back and work together, and that Nicki said no because she didn't think the Barbs and other people would really go for it, respect it. But let me ask you all, would you be cool if Nicki Minaj and Cardi B made up and a year or 2 years from now they both went on tour together? Put it in the comments. And if so, why not? Does Jay-Z want Nicki Minaj?
Now, would y'all be up for a collab with those two? I would. You said no because Nicki the sellout. Okay. Now, would not allow Nicki to make no money off of me. Cardi stay solo. Okay. No, mama. Okay. Cardi need her hair product sold out, and Cardi new hair product sold out in 1 hour. I seen that. I want them to squash the beef and leave each other alone. Okay. Hell no, Cardi, stay away from Nicki. Okay. Let's see here. I refuse to go against a black woman for a person who was not my race, who don't even like black women, in my opinion. Never. Okay. Yes, for women empowerment, but too much has happened. Okay. Yeah, they got kind of real dirty. I will admit that they were calling each other kids out of their name. So that was really really bad. That was bad. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Now let's get into Claressa. Let's get into Claressa, y'all. She wants all the smoke with everybody. That's what she said. She wants all the smoke. Allegedly. Okay, we're gonna look at that too. 1 second here. Let me. Where is it? One second here. Where is just a second. I'm trying to figure out where my video is at. One second here. So we're going to get into one more here. This lady here who almost was a goner. We're going to get into her. We almost had a goner here, y'all. So this lady going to tell y'all what happened on this plane here, guys. This is so fat. This could have been pretty.
Right before the crash, as we were descending, the flight attendant said something very eerie that I normally have never heard. Before landing, she said, "In case of an emergency landing, do not grab your luggage." And everybody was like, okay. And then as we were descending, we hit a lot of turbulence. So she said, "Please, everyone, the pilot is saying for everyone to keep your seatbelts on. We're hitting a lot of turbulence." And then we landed very roughly. It was a rough landing. Like when we landed, everyone felt it. It just like the plane like jolted, and you heard the pilot try to brake, like he was trying to prevent the collision that occurred. I'm asking everyone around me if they're okay. And then one of the passengers screamed to me like, "Please open the exit door." And I was like, "Of course." So we opened the exit door, and there was no slide for us. Right before the crash, as we were descending, the flight attendant said something very eerie that I normally have never heard. Before landing, she said, "In case of an emergency landing, do not grab your luggage." And everybody was like, okay. And then as we were descending, we hit a lot of turbulence. So she said, "Please, everyone, the pilot is saying for everyone to keep your seatbelts on. We're hitting a lot of turbulence." And then we landed very roughly. It was a rough landing. Like when we landed, everyone felt it. It just like the plane like jolted, and you heard the pilot try to brake, like he was trying to prevent the collision that occurred. I'm asking everyone around me if they're okay. And then one of the passengers screamed to me like, "Please open the exit door." And I was like, "Of course." So we opened the exit door, and there was no slide for us. Right before the crash, as we were descending, the flight attendant said something very eerie that I normally have never heard. Before landing, she said, "In case of an emergency landing, do not grab your luggage." And everybody was like, okay. And then as we were descending, we hit a lot of turbulence. So she said, please everyone, the pilot is saying for everyone to keep your seatbelts on. We're hitting a lot of turbulence. And then we landed very roughly. It was a rough landing. Like when we landed, everyone felt it. It was just like the plane like jolted, and you heard the pilot try to brake, like he was trying to prevent the collision that occurred. I'm asking everyone around me if they're okay. And then one of the passengers screamed to me, like, please open the exit door. And I was like, of course. So we opened the exit door, and there was no slide for us. Right before the crash, as we were descending, the flight attendant said something very eerie that I normally have never heard before landing. She said, in case of an emergency landing, do not grab your luggage. And everybody was like, okay. And then as we were descending, we hit a lot of turbulence. So she said, please everyone, the pilot is saying for everyone to keep your seatbelts on. We're hitting a lot of turbulence. And then we landed very roughly. It was a rough landing. Like when we landed, everyone felt it. It was just like the plane like jolted, and you heard the pilot try to brake, like he was trying to prevent the collision that occurred. I'm asking everyone around me if they're okay. And then one of the passengers screamed to me, like, please open the exit door. And I was like, of course. So we opened the exit door, and there was no slide for us. Right before the crash, as we were descending, the flight attendant said something very eerie that I normally have never heard before landing. She said, in case of an emergency landing, do not grab your luggage. And everybody was like, okay. And then as we were descending, we hit a lot of turbulence. So she said, please everyone, the pilot is saying for everyone to keep your seatbelts on.
So
We're hitting a lot of turbulence.
I wonder if you know. So all the turbulence and everything kept turbulent. Did the pilot tell the flight attendant something? Because the lady said that made her feel weird, real weird. And both of the pilots were unalived. Both of them. This could have been prevented. Could have been prevented. No, these ain't, and they don't want to work. That's just simple as it is. They just don't want to work, and who could blame them? Who could blame them? I wouldn't want to go to work either. And I ain't getting no damn paycheck. Because that's the main reason I'm going to work, to get a damn paycheck, and I can't get paid. No. Mm-mm. I will find me another job ASAP. No, ma'am. No, I'm not gonna be at no job, and I'm not getting paid. Sorry, not sorry. That's all I'm saying. I would look for me another job. But we want people at the airport that's qualified to be there. Oh, I do apologize. That was a big yarn. But like I said, guys, I think this black lady gonna come out with more stuff, but this is a pilot. I mean, excuse me. This is a passenger that was on that plane that's speaking out. So something had to be going on. Something for the flight attendant to tell them that everybody put their seatbelt on. There's a lot of turbulence. Something had to happen. I don't know what the pilots told them, but something happened. Something happened. Happened. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, something happened. Yeah, as y'all come in, hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. One second here. Here we go. Okay, guys. We got to. Hey, Care Bear. I believe the captain and the pilot were unalive. Yes. So let's get into this interview, guys. Let's get into this interview with Angela E. and Claressa Shields. So let's get into it. Wait a minute. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I did not hear Maserati Buzz say they didn't have an intimate relationship. Now, on that recording, when he was talking to her friend or whatever the girl name is, Nene, Nene, whatever her damn name is. Now, we heard the middle of the call, right? We didn't hear the whole call. So that's a problem. We did not hear the whole call. So I don't know what was said on there. So I don't know what they're talking about. But for me to believe it, I would have to have them play the whole video, the whole phone call. Because y'all know they're some big liars. So the whole phone call would have to get played. We have looked for the paperwork. Even Geisha looked for it. We don't see it. Where is it at? Let us know where the paperwork at. Like we can't find divorce, we can't find your cease and desist. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And yes, I'm going to be suing you for defamation of character, for lying on my character and playing on my reputation. Don't ever put no...
Man, with your reputation already fucked up. So I don't know what you're talking about. Your reputation already fucked up.
Body on me like that. Like, what is wrong with you? And you know, 50 lied about sleeping with Mia too back in 06. So this is not of the...
Wait a minute. Now she's saying that 50 lied about sleeping with her in 06. Girl, I don't think 50 Cent would even claim you. Imagine how you look now. Imagine how you looked in 2006. Allegedly, just saying.
Of the abnormal of him, this is what he does, but I'm not the person you play with like that. I'm
able if it was in a song. I will say that, because you can say things in a song when you're coming at somebody.
It wasn't in a song he made.
No, but I'm saying.
All right. I'm gonna have to put my camera for this one, because what is this boy dumb? Okay, Maserati. Take me off your page. You got this video, whatever these pictures was, take them down. He took them down. It messed with my page. Everything is lined up by threes. Okay. It's not that serious. You have your videos on my page and don't nobody feel me and you together. All I ever did was show he begging to not get these pictures taken down. Excuse me, but I'm going to report it if you don't take it down. Make you 2 other posts and replace them. Take me off your page. You're gonna mess my page up. Whatever that fuck that means. Now you never said you had a boyfriend and you know it. I took it down. You know, I 100% told you I had someone. You didn't. You already confirmed it in our text. What if I get a boyfriend? What you gonna do? That's what you say. I said, I told you I was in love with him. Who is him? Pap, you idiot. So what? Boom. All right. I'm gonna have to put my camera for this one, because what is this boy talking about? You told me that, and that's why I went back and got with my nigga. What the
lies? All this lady do is lie. Even if we got the text messages, she's still gonna lie. So even if we put the receipts out here, she's gonna still find a way to justify anything she does. That's basically what she doing. She got an excuse for everything.
Well, what are you lying for? Listen, I did not fuck her.
Show. She put you on the show. What happens when you get older in Hollywood and you gotta... No, but what happened? I don't know. Andy, tell her. She basically was insinuating that Fiddy is on my team. Yeah, that's what she was. That he's gay. Yes, yes. What would... I didn't know. Look, I said to myself personally, Andy, I said on Instagram too, I said, oh no, because I let her lick my ass, she thinks I'm gay. You know what? You let her lick your ass, and she thinks. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You let someone lick your ass. Look what happened. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. The show. She put you on the show. What happens when you get older in Hollywood and you gotta... No, but what happened? I don't know. Andy, tell her. She basically was insinuating that Fiddy is on my team. Yeah, that's what she was. That he's gay. Yes, yes. What would... I didn't know. Look, I said to myself personally, Andy, I said on Instagram too, I said, oh no, because I let her lick my ass, she thinks I'm gay. You know what? You let her lick your ass, and she thinks.
I was trying to get. Okay, guys. So we got imaginary cease and desist because nobody can find the paperwork. If you say that your lawyer sent 50 a cease and desist, where is it at? Okay, nobody can find it unless it's hiding. Just a second here. Let me see here. Where is it? Just a second. Let me pull this up here. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So this is why Franchon got mad at her because she don't hear lying. Let me break it up here. She said, did nobody come to see Franchon fight? They only came to see her. Ever since you got with Papoose, you've been unhinged. You was a little unhinged before from some videos that I seen, but you have really got unhinged. You and your slow, my man, my man, my man. No, no, man. Y'all did something. I don't know what it was, allegedly. To ambush that other to bomb rush Franchon them team. That was a lot of dirty. That was dirty. After this girl been helping you since she was 15 years old, and this is what you do to her. Mm-mm. But anybody beware. Do not mess with this lady. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know which person. You're gonna get Sybil or Claressa or Clarence, Lorenzo. You don't know who you're getting. This woman said they excited about working with her. Lemmy, don't do it. Let her go. Cause she trying to take over your shit. Y'all excited to work with her after she been, and she said this, sending Lemmy DMs, and he would reply back to you. The only way he replied back to you is because of Win Records and Papoose. You was DMing Zeus, and they never replied back to your ass. That's just keeping a buck. Claressa, when you tell stories, you better write them down, because you come back out here, it's a whole nother thing. You lie all the time, girl. Mm-mm. All she do is lie, y'all. Oh my God. This girl lies so much. Girl, you ain't nobody. I don't even believe that happened. I don't believe this happened. Oh, he was so excited to meet me. He came out just to meet me. He don't meet other people. The lies. Let me try to get me. Love your.
But they also know up in real life, that's just not what it is. Like,
and it's a real relationship now. I think in the beginning, people were not sure.
Let me go back.
Let's call it what it is. You know, it's a paid hate train.
Wait a minute.
Stallion too, and then after this I can retire. But Beyonce walked me out. I'm never doing.
Oh, you said.
Here we go. Who you gonna fight? ESPN girlies ain't messing with you. Who are you going to fight, man? And you wanted Shade Sabrina to settle around and wait for you Decide if he wanted to fight her? No, ma'am. She went after that bag like he would as well. I don't know how much longer we can listen to these lies. The lies, the delusion. Then when next year comes, she's gonna be talking about having a baby. God, you don't want a baby with her. And I think she kind of feel that now. So that's why she's not been talking a lot no more about the baby. About getting, being a family and all this and that. That's why I don't think she's talking about it no more. I think he didn't be like, no, I'm cool on that. And I think she wants to have a baby by him to try to get the golden child out the way, but that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Where is
My personal opinion.
yeah? I cannot listen to this lady lies. I'm being serious. So I don't think she get no baby, and we know she not getting no damn ring because how is Pap going to be married to two people? There's no divorce. And I wanted Angela E to ask her about that, but I think they still can ask her about that. I do. I think they scared. That's why they don't ask her. 49 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got 49 likes, and we got 60 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up, guys. Please and thank you. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. Guys, I'm having one of my little hot flashes. Yes, I'm having a hot flash. Stand around here. Let me see what y'all saying. He said, don't be surprised if people are arrested from Wynn Salito soon for illegal gambling. Now, I can see that, allegedly. I can see that because we know Papa's a big gambler. You and me both time to us. That's why I have to take a break from her. She should have left Layla alone. Layla and franchise are tight. Yes. In my opinion, after that big year that Remy went through with that last pregnancy, I feel that her husband, which is Clarissa's boyfriend, got a snip done. I think so too, Ebony. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing interviews with her as well. She thinks people are stupid. Hey, Linnell. Hey, Proud Mimi. If she does, she will blame everyone else and take no accountability for her actions. You right about that? There will be no fight because she's under investigation and she might lose her boxing license. She need to. Even if she don't, she needs to be suspended. Let me see. Yes, you think she's the smartest person in the room in the crowd meeting. Yeah, she does. She was injured. She had a heel. Her ankle was injured in her shoulder. I can't stand this girl with a passion. Me either. Angela Lee should be ashamed of herself, but of course, and allegedly, she been a side chick before. That's what somebody else said. That Angela Lee was a side chick. But I thought she used to talk to pies. From my recognition. He said, yes, I saw it. She be on Claressa's neck. Yes. Well, for some reason, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I'm so tired. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hello, that blonde lady. She said it's people trying to convince other people who think to think that way. They think, well, who convinced God? God. Okay, let me see. I feel like a lot of those people that interview CS don't ask the right questions, or they tiptoe around questions. Yep, they should. They probably think Claressa don't hit them, but she can't. I get the impression that Claressa wants to be hood famous. She only wants to box in Detroit, and yet wants to be considered the greatest. She wants to be hood famous. There you go, hood famous. What she knows about it? What she know about a storyline? Nothing. Not nothing. Let's see. You said her hands are licensed. How is she going to have a show fighting random females that she can hurt permanently? Yeah, this girl is like. I think so too. I do. She has so delusional. She really thinks Zeus needs her. She needs them. Yeah, that's what I said. She thinks Zeus needs her. For what? Well, see, Lindy Park is hurting for nothing. They've been getting along just good. And now that they added the music to it, I think they're going to start getting more clout. The ratings will be so low that they were consume her show just like they did to Auntie's show. Watch what I tell you. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. All right, guys. We've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes, and I got to go to the doctor early in the morning. So we're going to continue on tomorrow, and I done got very, 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 very sleepy. And I don't want to be on here sleepy talking to y'all because I start saying other stuff that's not even going on in the live. But I will be back tomorrow to finish up with this video here. We're going to have a part 2, okay? We will have a part 2 for this live here tomorrow. We got to get done talking about some things here. But guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. And make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video, and if you got the hype button, please make sure you hype up the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night.